will start speaking in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am standing proudly on the proposition side as the first speaker and also as a woman myself to argue that as a feminist movement, we should encourage women to be selfish. Ladies and gentlemen, even after years of protest and fighting for equality, women in society are still expected to be selfless. Even though feminism has empowered women to access education, employment, and rights, women are still expected to put others first over themselves, like family, relationship, and even with work. Feminism has done so much for women, but apparently not enough to dismantle the toxic expectations. From childhood, women are taught to be selfless, to serve, to support, and to be soft. And despite after years of progress with the access with rights and opportunities, society still judge women who prioritize themselves and portray them as a cold, ungrateful, and too stubborn for a woman. On the other hand, men who put themselves over others are celebrated. Men who skip family dinner for work are ambitious and committed men, but women who does the same are selfish and uncaring and indifferent. Now we need to define what encouraging here means. By encouraging here means actively supporting and promoting the idealization of being selfish in women through public messaging such as campaign, social movements, and etc. And by selfish means, it doesn't mean harming others for oneself, but putting themselves first, allowing them to choose for themselves and to put boundaries. Now, I would like to limitate this portion in Indonesia, where the feminism is still low. We need to understand the environment that we're working with. Society still underestimates women. They still expect women to be obedient, to serve, especially with education. There's a lot of time where my friends, especially men and even some relatives, told me, you don't need to study hard. Women will end in kitchen anyway. But that's wrong. That's why we need to fight for this mission. And next, for the feminism. Feminism has opened many ways for women with rights, opportunities, education, and more. But they're still promoting selflessness with backhanded sentences such as like independent but soft and etc. And women who puts themselves first are portrayed as a selfish women and making them feel guilty for wanting to chase their dreams. Now I would like to bring my first argument. The double standards has run deep. From childhood, women are taught to be dependent to men, and to be obedient. And now, even after years of growing access for women, the double standards are still remain the same. For example, after marriage, women are more expected to stay at home than men. Women are expected to take full care of the children, the house, and even the spouse, while the men are allowed to go out, allowed to chase their dreams, while the women has to sacrifice their own dreams just to take care of the family when it's supposed to be equal. It's supposed to be to make a family. It takes two. They need to work together as a team and not just burden it on one side. And for my second argument, that selflessness is used to control women. Ever since childhood, we are taught that women are naturally, like by nature, we are obedient. Like we're by nature that we are obedient and supposed to be soft, supposed to be dependent. But selflessness are promoted only to make only for allowing men to control women by saying that selflessness is women's nature. That's all. Thank you.